Hey, what's up everyone, this is Cray and welcome back to another Summoners War video. Today we're not gonna do too much here. I'll just be talking about my story. I actually woke up, I took a nap after dinner. I woke up at 12:30 AM and I just felt like summoning, So I went over to the portal here. I had in total around like 50 LD scrolls, and then all my mystical scrolls roughly around 500, and then with a bunch of legendary all attribute scrolls, legendary scrolls and whatnot. All of those didn't yield anything. I had 74 MS left after summoning. I just felt like it's not gonna be my day, and then I went over to the LD scrolls, right? So you can see the LDs are all exhausted already. We actually managed to pull 2 LD NAT 5 back to back. So I'm just gonna show you guys, although it's not like the best, but then, hey, at this point, honestly, I don't really give a shit. We just take whatever we can get, right? So it's the Trinity. Yeah, I still haven't awakened her, and also the Dark Desert Warrior. So this is like the 5's, aka Salah. I think his skill set, right? Honestly, he has so much potential, like in terms of the passive here, attack a random enemy with a strip every single time, and then stun for 1 turn when you attack on your turn itself, and then it also increases his attack bar by 20% after the attack, which is nice on paper, but then you don't really see people using him too much. Second skill is more like the strip into the silence, same like the fire BACK as well. Normal attack, HP, recovery, debuff. So damage also increases according to max HP. I'll probably try to use him out in siege defense in the near future. However, for Trinity, my plan is either to maybe try to use it in RTA. We got a 33% speed leader that can be paired pretty well with my Oliver, and then whenever I'm running those kind of Jogan lineups, right? I think Jogan with attack buff, maybe a Nephthys for armor break, those kind of lines in terms of the turn 1 cleave. And also we can try to use her out later on in arena offense as well. So yeah, honestly, I didn't expect 2 LD NAT 5 back to back, I was actually, when I summoned the Salah first, he came out first. I was still in shock, and then I was like, this unit, yeah, I guess it's okay, not the best, but then, beggars can't be choosers at this point. And then I went back to the summoning pit. The next scroll itself, another purple lightning. And at first I thought it was Akroma. I think if it was Akroma, I would be a little bit sad, because Akroma doesn't really synergize with my monster box, Yet again, Trinity, I think she's gonna be a good option for me to open up in RTA or even arena offense. If you got any ideas, let me know down in the comments below, alright? In terms of how to fully utilize Trinity and Salah. So yeah, that is my story. Thankfully, I woke up from my nap. Yeah, because I want to watch the Chelsea Champions League match later on as well. It's at 4 AM, so now it's around 1:30 already. And yeah, I think pretty happy with this. Although, like I said, it's not like super top tier and stuff like that, but honestly, at this point, I don't really care. And also, balance patch wise, I'll probably talk into detail when I do a live stream in the near future, because there's still quite a lot of things to actually talk about it. But one thing I'm really sad is that the Gianna is getting a very hard hit on the critical error. Honestly, Gianna's third skill is already not consistent, right? So they're gonna be reducing it from 85% to 75%. You skill up also, it just increases the damage output and also reducing the cooldown. That's about it. So yeah, I don't really see Gianna gonna be used up pretty often now. Although, like I said, it's still the same skill. It's just the activation rate now is gonna be so low. I don't know whether it's gonna be consistent and good, you know? So maybe in the near future when I play my RTA, I'll be going along the lines of those turn 2 bruiser. I think Singze out of the balance patch is also really nice now because it has the 24% speed lead. And Singze probably works well with things like Nyx. You know, those bruiser turn 2 lineups that is like super tanky and able to dish out a lot of good stuns and whatnot, right? So yeah, probably gonna go along the lines of those Karnal Nyx +3 annoying units. I'm so sad when I saw Gianna getting nerfed. One thing I don't understand is how this Fire Megumi has been Tai Chiing his way out of balance patch every single time. That unit is honestly broken, alright? Even better than Bergil. Even though Bergil got a buff in this balance patch, I think Fire Megumi still does a better job than him. And out of that, another 2 LD units that I have that is gonna get buffed is the Hanwoo. Although it's just 10% damage, it's not enough. You know, Hanwoo's multiplier on the 3rd skill is trash, by the way. I tried so many builds on it. Obviously, I need to make it speed tuned towards my Tiana and Nephthys and all those kind of things, right? So you can see the damage output is so bad. Sometimes I use Galleon as well. We have armor break, attack buff, and boom, 35,000 damage only. Like, what are you killing with 35k? You're only killing damage dealers, you know? All bruiser units has like 50k easily, right? So I don't know, man. Other than that, Dark Nina, this is another unit that I really want to address. Dark Nina is in a point where the passive is already actually useless. Don't get me wrong, a lot of shit in that passive, but then literally, if your normal attack is a single hit, right? So you're only gonna push back, you're only gonna absorb 1 hit, which is 25% or something like that. And it goes through accuracy check. It's not like the one that they recently buffed. One of the water NAT 5, I kind of forgot, that bypasses the immunity in the last balance patch. I forgot one of the new unit, alright? That I don't have, that's why I don't really bother. So that one also goes through accuracy resistance check. Second skill does 3 hits, so it's not bad, but removing 1 beneficial effect, that is my issue, you know? That 1 beneficial effect is so bad. Because whenever you're fighting things in like RTA or even going into Siege, trying to use her as a arena offense, like a Siege offense unit, right? I mean, if people got 2 buff, right? You only single target 1 buff, you don't get the immunity, your other skills are all useless. You get what I mean? And also the mark, you are forced to hit that unit with the lowest HP status. Because you cannot really choose where you want to place the mark. It's gonna be placed on the unit which has the lowest HP ratio, you know, or some shit like that. I don't even know because I don't even use that unit. So increasing the mark from 25%, which is just a branding by the way, now to 35%, is it good? I don't know, we'll test it out, right? But honestly, on paper, I am not really happy about it. I feel like they need to add like 1 more effect into the passive, then I guess it's okay. Like maybe all of the allies that attack that unit gets to absorb his attack bar. Then maybe OP, okay? Then maybe very OP. But then, at the moment, yeah, extra 10% on the Hanwoo and this bitch, I don't think it's gonna be good, alright? So yeah, we are just gonna be leveling up the units here. So honestly, that's all the rant that I want to talk about today. We are gonna be testing out these 2 units in the near future when we have World Guild Battle, which is gonna be opening up tomorrow. So probably we can do a live stream to test out these units once I max level them and also awaken them to 6 stars and things like that, right? So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this one, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure to like it and also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new. Take care, stay safe, my friends. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.